Greetings, I'm a dragon alchemist, and allow me to entertain you. I am once again playing Fallout 4, where after entering the secret portion of Vault 81...
I wonder how the Ebola, hepatitis, and influenza have mutated over the years.
we've met Curie, and what became of the 3 scientists that had been locked in here since the war began. Well, the very brief nuclear war, and, well, they were conducting a little biological warfare of their own. Fortunately, the overseer of this vault said, nope, nope, we're not having any of that. And now we're gonna learn a little more about things once I dig through their terminals. Just grabbing any technical documents and stuff, and the test tube racks for the wood. We'll also be talking to Curie.
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
Keep talking, Dance, keep talking. Well, I think I've successfully looted everything of worth around here.
To be stuck in the quarantine.
Why were you stuck in the quarantine? For that matter, if you were stuck in the quarantine, how did you get out here to deal with those boxes? Unless the quarantine started because you finished your job. I don't know. So, Vault 81 mission statement. Curie Station. From Vault Tech Board of Directors to Chief Scientist, Vault 81 Medical Lab Partition. We are entrusting you with a mission that is critical to all humanity. Vault 81 will be used to wipe out disease as we know it in the human race. Your partition of the vault has been equipped with state-of-the-art medical research equipment, including the new Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, also known as Curie. There's a century's worth of biological and chemical supplies. There are the genetically adapted mole rats, and most important, a vault full of test subjects. As with all great progress, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Yeah, about that. When the population of humanities get wiped out by nuclear bombs, your perceptions of the few get a lot smaller, and the many also as well. Come on. When the population dies by the billions, and you're left with only a few survivors underground, and even fewer above ground, it kind of skews priorities. You will be... you'll be infecting the people of the vault with diseases in an attempt to have them develop antibodies. Some may not survive, but you must ensure that the breeding population is always maintained. It will take many generations, but with proper procedures, you should be able to develop a disease-resistant group of humans. Your work will be the work of generations. Each generation of scientists must select a chief scientist. Curie will make sure that each reads the mission statement to keep the vault focused over the centuries. We wish you the best of luck. Yep, Vault Tech royally screws over people once again. Curie's terminal. This terminal is now for the exclusive use of Curie for both research and personal purposes. Please respect your privacy and use other terminals for your own work. Thank you, Dr. Collins. Research. Memory failure. This terminal not recommended for research backups. Please use hard copies. Blast it. No research we could dive through. Personal. Entries are the personal work and property of Curie. Do not read. Yes, this means even you, Dr. Collins. Initializing Greetings Laboratory. I have been ordered by Dr. Collins to add an entry to this terminal. Dr. Collins was most insistent that this is my terminal. Should I read this in a French accent? It'd feel a little insulting if I did. Never mind. I explained several times that robots cannot own property as per Robco policy, but his orders were most clear and insistent. I will comply with Dr. Collins' wishes and maintain a log when ordered to. Colleagues. I have completed my analysis and integration of the data to make me a capable research assistant. I have been commanded to provide an assessment of my colleagues. Dr. Foot is objectively brilliant, although Dr. Collins... Oh, Dr. Foot is objectively brilliant, although Dr. Collins repeatedly calls him brusque. But I find Dr. Foot's commands and speech patterns easy to parse. His observations are always very astute, and I am learning very much about working with cell cultures from him. Monsieur Burrow is perfectly acceptable to work with. He performs menial tasks which my programming is perfectly suited for, such as carrying heavy lab equipment. This is strange, because my capabilities for such a task are far beyond those of a human male. I am told by Dr. Collins that this is a sign of respect that Monsieur Burrow is making. This does not compute. Well, at least you didn't logic bomb. Error in cache integer. I guess it corrupted. Yep, corrupted. Distress. Okay, a lot of errors. Unusually agitated state. He would not leave his quarters after his morning meal. Dr. Collins assures me this state is temporary, and that Mr. Bureau is merely overwhelmed but with the stat... Yep, and corrupted. More corruption. Yep. Eulogy. Dr. Burrow is deceased. Postmortem indicates he expired from a severe cardiac arrest brought on by advanced age. He died at 5:01 a.m. shortly after waking. In accordance with the doctor's pre-existing orders, the body was cremated and placed in the specified urn alongside Dr. Collins and Flint. Dr. Burrow was of great assistance in continuing the work left to us by the others. My last order was to continue working on the projects alone, so that our deaths will not be in vain. My processors are fully committed to furthering the study of pathogens and viruses for the betterment of mankind. To honor this last request. Message ends. Oh, there was more. Let's keep reading. Collins Archive. Boot up. We're hamstrung with only 3 researchers. Decided to make a few modifications to this Mr. Handy robot. Should be really useful for speeding up some of our lab work. I've been pretty anxious since admittance day. As if the world ending wasn't enough, I'm very concerned with Avalette's motives. Dusting off some of my old robotics chops has just been the distraction I've needed. Personality profile. I decided to write a suite of custom personality settings for the robot. She's a little bit of Eliza. I really hope she got into her vault down in DC. And a little bit of my grad school filing from Versailles back in 46. Oh, fling. I'm loading her databanks with every great body of work I have access here. Kant, Einstein, Born, Darwin, Curie, Faraday, Turing, Braun. She'll have so much to learn. It's already made her feel so much more like a peer in the lab as opposed to an appliance. I'm calling her Curie. I know. I was never a subtle man. Therapeutic. Curie's been doing great. Flint's finally stopped treating me like a crazy person for insisting we address her as a human, and I swear Burrow is deferential to her in a way that reminds me of seeing him around Rebecca back during the drills. It's actually endearing to see. Most importantly, and perhaps more surprisingly, she's bringing a sense of normalcy to the lab, keeping us all a little more grounded. Anything to keep our minds off the situation we're in is all too welcome. I've tuned her personality matrix a lot, but it's beginning to feel wrong to manipulate her. I'm going to leave her programming alone for now and just see how she evolves as she keeps learning more. Ongoing directive. Haven't touched this terminal in years, not since I gave it to Curie as her own. Seeing her reaction to having something of her own was transformational. It's just seemed wrong to violate that, and so it's truly been for her eyes only ever since. This final entry is an exception. I suppose it's been being written out of habit, as a man used to a lifetime of recording his experiments. We lost Flint today, and Burrow has to spend more time helping me around the lab than actually performing research these days. So, if only to report my findings. Sorry, my tongue's slipping today. Curie has been a remarkable success. She transcended my expectations of robotic programming. Her personality feels as genuine as my own. Her interest in scientific research is insatiable, and seeing her struggle with concepts of morality has been completely moving. Truly, she is my greatest work. I only hope that one day she can see more of the world. If only I could be there to witness her reaction to the blue skies and butterflies she's only heard me sing about. Well, the blue skies are still there. I don't know about the butterflies. At least, any butterflies you'd recognize. So, yeah. Still kind of worried why Vault-Tec even bothered with human research, but then again, they're jerks. If they can get this much done with just mole rats... I understand human testing is needed eventually, but not on unaware subjects if it's a danger to their lives. And this most definitely would be a danger to their lives.
Yes?
Now let's finally talk to Curie herself.
It is stimulating traveling with you.
Oh.
We must consult the professors at the university. They could provide many answers.
Yeah, about that, Curie. You're gonna find the world has changed a lot. Here we go. And we gotta deliver a cure. Convenient elevator, though. Good, they teleported in. Where's this gonna drop me off? It's a little awkward with you staring at me like that. Okay. Moving along. What's this? Do not tamper. Oh, atmospheric contamination detector. Makes sense. Remote door controls. Oh, okay.
Stimulating traveling with you.
Wait. They've had this door for over 200 years.
Don't try anything.
And they never bothered to ask what was behind this door. I mean, unless you had no equipment to open locked doors. But you have your own equipment. You have to do maintenance around here, so you have to have a way to open doors. Doors can get stuck.
I heard Austin got bit by a mole rat. They're not sure if he's gonna make it.
I have the cure! I have the cure! She's staring at me again. This is not elevator protocol here, Curie. You're gonna have to learn. You do not stare at other people while standing in an elevator. Then again, I've never been one to just comply with cultural norms myself.
Certainly wasn't expecting something like this.
So, yeah.
What is it?
Still a little disconcerting to have her stare at me, though. That's not just social norms. That's just disconcerting. Alright, let's get this cord. Oh, no. I almost tossed a grenade there.
Dr. Forsythe has been very honest about Austin's prognosis. I'm so scared I'll lose him.
Don't worry, we'll get to him in a moment.
The cure. You found it.
Yeah, how did you know? Okay, so how is Austin doing?
How is Austin doing? Do you think he'll survive the cure?
He's been unconscious since shortly after you left.
Well, let's try and split the cure because I'm infected as well, and we don't want we don't want the contagion spreading now, do we?
Give him half, and I'll take the other half.
It doesn't work that way. Half a dose won't cure him. Stop being selfish and just give me the serum.
Selfish? How was I supposed to know? You're an idiot, Doctor. But still, give it to Austin.
Take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything to analyze to try again. Let's hope this works.
I heard you had returned.
Yeah, Forsyth, you're an idiot.
It shouldn't be long.
If you're gonna make accusations like that, I don't really like you.
Where am I?
You're
Thank
in
God.
the clinic. You were really sick, Austin. Our visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Gee, thanks, mister.
Wow,
I was
that worked
worried
fast.
to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that.
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for our friend here, you might have died. Thank you. I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful.
10
For my
HP.
part, I'd like to give you this syringe. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not the only one. The whole vault is thankful. I'd like to give you a room here in the vault. A place you can call your own. It's in the main hall, on the left as you get off the elevator. Once again, thank you. I hope you enjoy your accommodations. I wanted to say thank you again for what you did for Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here, including my own. I had no idea of the dangers Vault Tech had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
Yeah, you didn't know about it? Then again, I suppose, yeah, the Overseer would have been reluctant to talk.
What do you know about Vault Tech?
I'm afraid not much. I've spent my entire life being thankful for the Vault, for the walls that protected us over 2 centuries. But not once have I had contact with them.
Yeah, the old Overseer kind of severed all ties. But, yeah, Vault Tech kind of deserved what happened to him.
Vault Tech was a corrupt corporation. They got just what they deserved down there.
From what I've seen, I believe you. I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here, and I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a trusted outsider would help serve as a reminder that the Commonwealth isn't something to fear and avoid.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Forsyth just didn't make a great impression on me by
A
calling me...
moment, please. I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your role in saving me. My entire life has been in this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything there is to know here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth, consult with scientists, unearth more data to challenge my hypothesis.
Yeah, about that. There's kind of only a few scientists out there, and from what we hear, the Institute has the majority of them, which could be troubling. What are you gonna learn, though?
What are you looking to learn up there?
Down here is an enclosed system, and without the introduction of new mutagens, viruses, or bacteria, it is quite dull, medically speaking. The world up there is infinitely more complex. Who knows what diseases can be found and studied?
Yeah, that is both simultaneously worrying yet encouraging. She is right, though. Diseases and mutagens develop naturally up there. So if she's gonna help develop a cure, I'll forward for it. As long as she doesn't go for the human testing, that's where the line starts to get a little tenuous. I mean, willing volunteers that know the risks, sure. Not what Vault Tech wanted. You could help with this vault, though.
It sounds like the Vault could really use you.
Of this, there is no doubt. But I seek to elevate my capabilities, and down here I will stagnate. I can see you already have company. I do not wish to intrude, but I must ask. Please, monsieur, can you take me with you?
Well, you're a medical robot, so let's ask about your full capabilities.
It's no picnic up there. Anything you can do to help us survive?
But of course, I have been equipped with medical equipment. If you become injured in our journeys, I can administer stim packs. I also have defensive capabilities, a laser. But surely there's little reason to use that.
Ooh, okay. So, she's rather useful in healing and combat. How she makes her own stim packs, however, is going to be a question. But I think I'll keep Dance around for a little... Actually, do I want to keep Dance around? Do I...
Societal norms dictate the response.
Yes, yes. Do I want to keep Dance around? Because things are gonna get awkward. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's ask Curie to join. Then again, I may want to continue with Dance's story a bit. I want to hear what he has to say.
Quiet.
Alright, you know what? For now, we'll ask her to join later.
Maybe later.
Well, perhaps for now I will help out here. But if you change your mind, please, you must find me.
Yeah. I've been thinking. I really do have to talk to Preston because I don't think I have his perk. I don't see anything involving Preston here at all. Gift of Gab was Piper's, but other than that, and Robot Sympathy is for Codsworth. But I have yet to get Preston's, and I've been helping Preston a lot. So I may as well go back to Sanctuary, talk to him, pick him up as a companion, and it's only gonna have to be a short pickup considering how well I've been helping the Minutemen. Okay, what's the time though? What is the time? It is 7:11 a.m. Alright. So... is the depot open? I hope it is.
Whitaker thinks the work will start easing up now that he knows about those mole rats.
Oh, so that might be why there were maintenance issues around. Makes sense. Now, the Overseer mentioned me having my own room here. A little sparse, but I suppose we can spruce it up later. I'll take those cartridges, though. What? I'm gonna sleep here for an hour, get that well-rested boost, and then sell off some stuff. In we go.
Now that's what I call locked and loaded.
Yeah, anything else to say, Dance?
Where do you want me?
Talk?
Paladin Dance.
If you have the time to talk now, I'd still like to know what you think about Scribe Halen.
Well, let's see. I don't know her all too well, unfortunately.
I don't think I know her well enough to give you a military evaluation.
That's a shame. Perhaps you should spend more time working with her then. She's a model soldier. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
Yeah, that was my response to that originally. I wasn't going for a military evaluation. I don't know her all too well. But why do you ask?
This isn't like you, Dance. Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
I suppose I'm beating around the bush because I don't normally find these discussions easy to handle. I'll try and get right to the point. The truth is, I'm worried about her. Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it, to get your honest opinion.
Well, you could try talking to her yourself, but then again, you seem nervous, so let's ask what he has on his mind.
Let me start from the
Oops, I clicked
A
twice.
few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders. Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
Well, that's a tough call. If he was slowly dying... yeah. If there was simply no help for him, there was no way for him to survive, then having him just continue on like that,
You're awfully quiet.
yeah, that's just prolonging his suffering at that point, so he did the right thing.
Of course she did. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening. Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying. I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station. Right then it hit me. Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about her. And for that matter, everyone under my command.
Ooh, boy. This is gonna be a morally fraught question. On the one hand, I don't have enough medical background here, or know the complete situation at hand to adequately say whether this person that had to be euthanized, whether he simply could not survive. Maybe he could recover, but at the same time, if he couldn't, then you made the right call here. As for why Halen suddenly broke down like that, that's 2 days trying to save someone she knows.
Are you ignoring me for a reason?
I really should answer you. Okay. So... Okay, it's about you not knowing what to do. So... Yeah. You're not alone here. That is a tough call. You don't know what to do in such a emotional situation.
Halen will be fine. It's you that I'm worried about.
Me? I see what you're getting at. I guess I never thought of it that way. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made. I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
That's, ooh. Even more ethically fraught questions. Because, as a soldier in command of others, yeah, some calls you make might be bad, but at the same time, it's combat.
You said something.
You can't control where the enemy fires upon you. I mean, if they get the flank on you, sure, that's a bad call that you made. But sometimes it's just bad luck. Sometimes you get a raider that's got great aim and can plug you from a dozen yards. You can't control that.
I believe we were talking.
So we do the best we can. You just don't... I really should install that mod that tells me what my responses are fully going to be, because this is getting frustrating. So, you know what? Let's talk about this.
The way you held Halen tells me you care about them. And they care about you.
I never thought of it that way. Well, looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. But it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today. All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
Well, just glad that things are going all right.
I'm glad that it's made you feel better, Dance.
More than you realize. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best.
Well, yeah, kind of making me feel a little sorry about having to let you go as a companion so I can get Preston, but,
Damn it.
well,
She's holding that wrench.
we'll get through that later. For now, though, I think I'm going to put an end to the episode here. I'm going to sell off some junk, put useful junk into my settlements, and after that, I'm going to go collect Preston. For now, though, I hope I've entertained you. Farewell.